A Sequatchie County woman found herself in one of the most difficult journeys of her life. She was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer.
Here's Latrice Curry with her story in Eye on Health.
Well, David and Cindy, at the age of 38, April Lewis found herself in the fight of her life. So she turned to palliative care and one of her favorite children's classics to make it through this difficult journey.
April Lewis loves the children's classic Alice in Wonderland. It's pretty clear by her tattoos.
It's the whole idea. You can get away from reality and make your own world.
April needed to do just that after she discovered a lump during a self-breast exam during June of 2018. She immediately went to the doctor.
And the very next day, he called me and told me that it was invasive ductal carcinoma. And based on the size of the tumor, it was about stage 3.
April's thoughts immediately turned to her 2 young daughters.
Thought about my daughters. That was the first thing I thought of, worried about them.
April then turned her attention to treatment and beating this disease.
She not only saw her doctors, but also a palliative care team.
Walk a line with people all the time about what Dr. Johnson calls pairing hope and worry. Certainly hope is something we want people to continue to have, and they're also worried about what they're walking through and what's to come.
Jackie Schollenberger is a palliative care social worker at Erlanger. She says palliative care takes a holistic approach to a patient's treatment and well-being, and it doesn't mean death is around the corner.
And so we're looking at the symptoms that come along with a serious illness and how to alleviate or lift the burdens of the symptoms, as well as any side effects from treatment that they may be going through.
It made it very much easier. They were very honest with me, told me everything to expect, and they were spot on. And it just made everything go with ease. So whether it be physical, the nausea or the pain, or emotional, there was somebody there to help me.
April underwent 16 rounds of chemo, 30 rounds of radiation, and a mastectomy. To help her celebrate her last rounds of chemo, the staff went the extra mile, dressing up as the characters from her favorite children's classic, Alice in Wonderland.
It was liberating, it was exciting, it was closing a chapter of this cancer book that I had just opened. It was moving on to the next step.
And that's just what April is doing.
I am taking every day in as much as I can, living life to the fullest. I look at things differently now. Stuff that used to bother me does not bother me now.
Well, April says she's optimistic about her future. She's currently on medication and goes to the doctor once a month for a checkup. David?
All right, Latrice, we'll see you in a few minutes on Live at 5:30.